Pastor Swift. I'm ready.
Now everything is finally almost coming to a wrap because next week is going to be the last episode of BMF season 2, and it's going to be full out war next week because now that B Mickey and Terry and Meech, they basically kind of like had their little confrontation at the end where he was like, I would even die for you, I did everything for you, and Terry's like, no man, shoot this man, shoot him now. And then Meech was like, nah man, like I can't lose another brother because they just lost Ty Washington after the whole shootout. Now when that whole shootout that happened at Atlanta, for a minute I was like, wait a minute, is this the story where Meech got shot in the ass in Atlanta? And that, what was his name? I think Anthony Wolf Jones. I thought it was that. I was like, oh well, we really got to that quick, but it was different. I was like, oh okay. And we get to see like the reason as to why Goldie, I guess, has her reasons as to things that she do is because her sister has AIDS. I was like, Jesus, AIDS, like, ooh, gotta stay protected, y'all. Gotta stay protected, cause that's a doozy. But Meech is like expanding the business and plant flags in the land, and then maybe Texas, because that was also name dropped as well. So maybe Texas as well, that he's gonna be expanding like his business, right? And then then we got the, I guess, the blow off to everything that happened with Mabel and Lucia, where Mabel was like, oh, because when Lucia told Mabel, she was like, yeah, Charles is cheating. So she said, wait a minute, I think I got like a hanky. I don't know what's wrong with these people. It's like, if you're cheating, why are you keeping the evidence on you? Why are you keeping any shred of evidence of whatever that you did with the person? So she's like, wait a minute, Easy Rest Hotel. I found this in Charles's back pocket, and then she looked. She said, "Wait, it's not like that." And then she was like, "I broke it off for Charles." Yo, Lucia was going off. I was like, "Yo," but I mean, she had every right because Charles stepped out. Charles stepped out, and I was like, "Damn." It's kind of crazy because the only person that never gotten busted in the show was Meech, because Meech was messing around with Monique and his baby mama. So I'm wondering. I was like, "Yo, he didn't even get busted, or do they even know about each other?" I was like, okay. Everyone else, like Terry and Charles, but in the beginning parts of it, we see like Lucia was going, I guess, to a little dinner thing with Pastor Swift. Now it's funny because I keep telling y'all, it's always about these pastors you gotta look out for, because she telling him about the problems, like, oh yeah, Charles is cheating. He like, you see in the Lord, and in the name of the Lord, he grabbing her like her thigh, like, yeah, Pastor Swift is here for you, and she's like, no, Pastor, not like that. He like, okay, in the name of the Lord. I'm like, look at this, how you keep saying this, like, yeah, man, in the name of the Lord, I have to, give you this thunderous meat of mine to praise you with. And I'm like, no. 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 So we know that eventually, like, Lucy and Charles, they're gonna get the divorce, because despite Nicole trying to like make things, trying to like be there for her mom, be supportive, it's already too late, because they're gonna get that divorce. And then, as we see in the documentary, Lucy is gonna have problems paying the bills, which Meech is gonna help her with the bills, like later on in the story. But I was like, okay. And then Brian and Jen, she knows the truth down, that it was B Mick that was in his home, and it wasn't like the bully that was at school that was messing with Kevin. So, but now that we find out that Boom basically told everything, because when Markeisha was calling Terry, she was like, listen, Boom's in jail. And then again, because Brian had the picture, so he showed him, and then he told him, like, hey, listen, they got to connect, they got a Colombian plug, whatever. And then now they're going to try to talk to K9 and see what's going on. Like, hey, we could, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to offer him a deal. Like, listen, if you give us Meech and Terry in this Colombian connection, we might do something for you. But I don't know if K9 is going to talk, because K9 seems like that real street dude, so I don't think he's going to talk. I'll be surprised, but I don't think he's going to talk. I think he's going to, like, keep everything down, like, man, you can go fuck yourself. I ain't seeing fit. That's what I think might happen, because, Meech and Terry, like, they moving forward. And now they trying to, I guess, handle the Brian situation, which is gonna fail. See, it's funny because they're gonna try to handle Brian, but then we know Brian's gonna get them later. So it's kind of like wondering like what's gonna happen. Like I still think that them trying to get Brian, I think is gonna ultimately lead to like Jin's death, which I think because and then he's gonna have like that new partner that we seen in the last episode. That's what I think. Because I don't really see her sticking around for that long. I think something's going to happen and she might die, and then he's going to get, like, the new partner. And then that's when they're going to, maybe, like, later on focus, like, the mission of getting Meech and bringing down everything, right? That's what I think that's going to probably, like, happen, like, way later on. But, I mean, it's cool because, you know, you seeing, like, Meech expanding and getting connections and talking to a lot of people and trying to like make things right. And I do like this episode because it was really talking about like family. Like you shouldn't give up on your family. You should like fight for your family. And it's hard for like the things that you have to do for your family. And I liked it because it was making me think about some things because Meech and Terry when they was in the car and well actually no. When they was like talking, I should say, when they was talking and he was like, listen man, B Mick, you know, what he talking about? Like, he probably told Brian some things. He already told Brian some things, but, you know, he might stooge again, this and that. But B Mick is loyal. He like, man, everything I sacrificed, I'm with you. And Meech told him, he's like, man, I got you. So, B Mick is loyal. B Mick is really loyal. And he has nothing to hold him back. Kato's gone. His mom is gone. He has nothing to hold him back. And his loyalties is fully you know, to Meech, it's like he's not gonna say anything. But to handle this Brian problem, I think Jin is gonna probably die in episode 10. Now, if not, she might stick around for like a little bit, and then maybe she might die or leave. But I think next week, I think she's gonna like pass away next week because again, everybody's like trying to like get all this information. They're already trying to get like closures. They're already trying to get like one step ahead of everything and try to like bring down the Flannerys, but I don't really see that happening. As we've seen, it's not gonna happen until like later. So, yeah, but this was good. This episode was good. Oh! Lastly, I forgot. I completely forgot about this. Lamar killing Monique. Now, he known. It's like you can't get nothing past this man. He just known. He was like, wait a minute. You know, we together. He like, come on, man. Let me see them fun bags that you got. Let me see. And then she brings out the crack. He like, man, I don't get down on that crack shit. What you mean? Then he knew. Because he tried to make him smoke it, and she started coughing. Like, yeah, man, that's my baby. He was crazy. Kissing up on her. Then she's strangling. No, he's strangling her. She's trying everything that she can to get out of it. Kills her. Then he's like, you betrayed me for Meech. How dare you? How dare you? Then he calls in his family member. He brings him in there. And he's like, oh, how we going to get rid of this? How we going to do this? Then the daughter calls. There's mommy there. Oh, she in the shower. It was funny when he was like, how do you say she's in the shower? I forgot what he said. Cause I think he said, like, how you say she's in the shower, but she's already dead. I'm like, damn. So, I also, too, I kind of wonder, like, what's going to happen with Lamar. Because, again, this whole rage and revenge, and it's like, that's the problem with revenge. It's like, you try to get revenge on that one person, but then you kind of, like, burn everybody else. And that's what he's technically doing. He's burning everybody. Nearly killing everybody just to come for Meech. So, I'm like, Jesus. Not only do you have Brian looking for Meech, you still have Lamar. And then he's going to have newer problems in Atlanta, so it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. Like I said, I like the whole talking about family and the loyalty and Ty Washington's death because Meech was like, sorry to his wife that I think he dead. So she like, nah, you need to get the people that was responsible, which he will. He will make it right, but that's the consequences of being in the business and being in the game. Like you have people who are going to be loyal, and then you have people who's not going to be loyal, and then you have people who will die or catch a bullet because of the game that they're in. So it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. So overall, what do you guys think of this episode? Do you think this shit was good? Do you think it was trash or whatever? But yeah, you know, Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you all in the next one.